Gotta get the bag, gotta get the bag. Ain't no need to lag, ain't no need to lag. Yeah, gotta chase the bag, gotta chase the bag. Ain't no need to lag.
What's up? What's up, guys? Just finishing tweeting this bad boy live on Twitter, live on YouTube today. If you are watching for the first time on Twitter, I am live every single day on YouTube. Every single day on YouTube. Only live on Twitter every couple days. Obviously, just a way to kind of promote, try to get more people in here. If you like the show, you like the plays, you like the format, you know, things are gonna be a little bit different today. Today will be a little bit of a different show. But come on over to YouTube, subscribe to YouTube, watch on YouTube. As I am not live every single day on Twitter, I am only live every single day on YouTube. So, talked about it in the Discord. The youngest has got like pink eye going on or something. I swear, like my eyes feel weird too, but that's just how it goes. He's been tugging at his ears, and I think he's got pink eye. His 9-month appointment is on Friday. Got him tomorrow at 10:30. So tomorrow's show probably going to be later. You know, it's just life. You know, like yesterday I had my appointment for my hip. Likely, unfortunately, having surgery on that bad boy in the very near future. And then, tomorrow probably she'll be at 12:30. I'm guessing. I'll certainly post about it again. But got to take care of the kids, get him in there, get him in there, get his his 9-month shots, and get him whatever he needs, for his eye and his ear and stuff like that. What's up, Money though? What's up, Marcus? People that are watching on Twitter, I can pull up comments just like I can for the people that are on YouTube right now. So you guys certainly can, get, say anything, talk about anything like that. Appreciate you, Jared. I wish this hip could get well. That's for sure. I feel like I could barely sleep yesterday. I almost felt like a restless leg type syndrome thing, but boy, it's, my wife keeps asking like, well, do you want to have surgery? And it's like, yeah, I don't have to, but like the only way for me to get out of the pain is going to be to have surgery, So like 8 weeks on crutches, 0 weight bearing. I've been running like 5 miles, every couple days. I'm due to run today, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But surgery, I would say, is definitely on the horizon. Okay, let's see. With the mentions of that though, I normally I just ready to go. Like I got graphics and everything, but yesterday was kind of research with me. Today is going to be another research with me kind of podcast. I have ideas, but I didn't get a chance to finalize. Like I said, like I had just got him down to sleep. So I mean, some days are better than others where I get to have graphics and everything like that going, and then there's other days where I got a graphic. All right, here's this play, here's this play, and we're boom, 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 boom. We go like flying through it or whatever. And there's other times where we don't, obviously. So I guess I didn't have to pull my thing off quite yet. But just to recap here real quick. Yesterday we went 2-1. Colin Ray at home, guys. I mean, continues to just be awesome. And it was actually funny. Like I was thinking about how Jalen Suggs points and rebounds at home was like an auto bet for us every single time he was at home. So Colin Ray has been fantastic for us. So I mean, we'll definitely want to look at potentially getting into Colin Ray, get him going again. At home we had the Brewers early up. And then we had Fetty on his strikeouts, and Estes not going to win. Estes did not get a win. Fetty only got 4 strikeouts. He went 8 innings, or pitched into the 8th inning. The chance was obviously there. I say it all the time. I don't like to bet K props because you're mad at the dude, but the dude pitched a good game. I told you guys about the White Sox too. I told you that I did not trust fading Fetty for whatever reason. The dude goes off. I mentioned you could use the early up on them if you wanted to sprinkle it. Nailed it, so that was nice. We almost got our home run, little 2-leg play. Gunnar hits a first pitch home run. Yordan Alvarez hits 110 mile an hour exit velo triple. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I thought for sure, like I was in bed actually, just I had it on, just looking on FanDuel, and I seen it. My heart was racing. I'm like, oh my God, is this it? And it's a triple. I'm like, no way, man, no way. I think we got to go back to Jordan today again, though. But let me go ahead and pull stuff up on the screen. What's up, TJ? Yeah, Tatis killed it again. Dude's been hitting really well. Baltimore early up. They're certainly scrappy. I think I don't know. I probably got a different type of lean or whatever. Tom, have I tried the elliptical? I used to have an elliptical. I actually have a gym membership, Planet Fitness, $10 a month or whatever. It's just so hard to get there. I've got an exercise bike, but I have difficulties doing it because I got a range of motion issue. Like that knee like coming up to my chest, like riding the bike, like that hurts. Frustrating. Yeah, watching on Gamecast is certainly not the best thing. Jared, Wheeler over 18.5 outs, honestly, just not something I'm ever interested in playing. That's just forcing you to bet whether or not he's going to pitch into the 7th inning. And there's so many things that can happen. I mean, he could be pitching great and have a bad 6th inning, and you would have cashed you over 17.5, and he doesn't come back out. That's one of the plays where I won't touch it. Just like team totals, I won't bet a 5.5 team total. Even if I think that it might be a good bet, it's just out of principle. It's just too many runs. That's just too many outs. Orioles and Braves is going to be a really tough game, to be completely honest. The concern is that there's wind blowing in, and there's like a big decrease in like home run chance, run chance. So both of these offenses are pretty like home run heavy offenses. Man, I tell you, there's like 15 games on the slate today. I'm just not interested in it. If this was the World Series and I had to bet it, probably go with the Braves because Max Fried is more so of the ace quality type pitcher versus Albert Suarez. But if I had to give you an answer, it would probably be the Braves. But like TJ says, Fried's a lefty. Baltimore hits lefties really well. But sometimes they're boom or bust home run hitters, and I think home runs are going to be hard to come by in this game because of the weather that they have, the wind blowing in. So Tom Cruise, 2-leg money line parlays have been money. Yeah, I've hit 4 of the last 5, 3 of the last 4, something like that. Not a lot of action for that today though. Like I need to like fully break like the slate down, which we're gonna do like literally right now, kind of. But I mean, the first games don't start until 6:30. Like I was gonna do this. Get lunch. Was kind of wanting to go for a walk, try to loosen some things up, and then I got some other work to do, and then start giving out plays at like 3 or 4 o'clock or something like that, maybe. Let's take this off. Let's do share screen, entire screen, this one, and this one. Okay, so first and foremost, shameless plug. I got the link in the description description on here. I did open up the merch store. You can see I got a variety of some different options here if you're interested. Some alternative type logo, small logo shirt, a baseball version, a football version, the little typography, a little alternate logo, and then the little piggy bank is my logo, kind of silly stuff, but I actually bought one of these, got my coins on the front and the piggy bank on the back or whatever. So like I said, not trying to get rich off of it, just trying to do some promoting the show. Y'all live in Texas, shit, promotes in Texas, anyway, yeah, Arise not getting that hit yesterday. We had like a plus 900. He's now 0-9 in 2 games. That's super weird. So all right, let's go ahead and get into it today. I tell you, I guess I can show you. So I'm trying to cook up a 10K parlay. I want to do a 10K challenge. It's been done, right? In the old Discord that I was part of, we won the 10K challenge. The first time I ever tried, I was doing it with money lines, but I got it to step 9. This thing is absolutely doable. The people that I know of that hit the 10K challenge did it in hitter props. So I definitely like Adley today going against a lefty. He's hit in like a stupid, like I'm gonna like, and I'm doing this once again. Like I was looking at my analytics on YouTube, and like my 10K challenge videos get like the most views. So like post on Twitter, hey, here's the 10K challenge video. Like go here for the play. Boom, my 23,000 people that are on there turn around and like come and check it out. But I'll talk about it more. I mean, I would drop it in the Discord, later. But Adley going against a lefty today. We mentioned like the Orioles being like, pretty solid team here, but against a left-handed pitcher in oops, why is this weird? Oh, here it goes. I mean, he's hitting at 67%. He's only missed it 6 times against a lefty. In general, why is this? Oh, it's over 1.5. That's why it's being weird. Here you go. That's better. He's faced a starting lefty 18 times. He's only missed getting a hit 1 time. Or 2 times, I'm sorry. And that was like in the very beginning. So the dude's on this, like, what is this? This is a 16 game hit streak against a left-handed starting pitcher. So pretty solid points here. At home against the lefties, only ever missed it 1 time. So some good looks here out of Adley, I think. Some pretty solid. Max again, he's batting 439 against a left-handed pitcher. You look at Max Fried here, he's allowing a 387 batting average against righties compared to a 201 altogether. So I mean, it's just outside of the wind kind of sucking, like kind of killing like a double or something like that. Man, seems like a match made in history kind of thing. That's what it's match made and whatever. And then honestly, I really like Dansby Swanson, and like that's the second leg that I'm kind of like, trying to figure out or whatever. But I wanted to kind of get some action, and like he's hit Zach Eflin pretty well. 387 in his career. He's got 12 hits on him, and I mean it is 7 strikeouts though. So heaven, I could not think of like the word. I don't even know what I was just saying. But he's been hitting Zach Eflin pretty well. Or in his career, whatever. He's been hitting the ball pretty decently here recently. Eflin, has been giving up plenty of hits too. If you go in and kind of check how many hits he's given up in a certain amount of time frame or anything like that. But you look at Dansby, he's over this at 8 out of 10. But we're talking. Oh, oops, hold on. Over this at 8 out of 10. But we're talking 2 hits last game, 3 hits the time before that. Whatever. Like he's been hitting good against righties. He missed against Cincinnati, but I mean, what is this one? So 6 out of his last 7, against a right-handed pitcher at home. Away games. Struggling here. I got to click the right buttons. Away games, he's hitting out of 59%. Against a right-handed pitcher away. Like, there's all these different things. I mean, I don't like that his odds are minus 170. I was looking really hard at Bregman too. But to be completely honest, I don't want to watch a game that starts at 9:40 my time. Like I got to get some sleep in at some point, I missed it. I do like out. I honestly I downloaded props like one time, and like I don't know, I got into it. I didn't really like it. I actually liked Pine Sports better, which was free. And then Outliers just got a lot of cool stuff. Because I mean, on the right, you can see I can go against Zach Eflin. I can see like who's hit well against them, like Talkman's 500 or versus right-handed pitchers. I could see like, if there's any injuries. I could see insights that might be, any kind of correlations in this game. Like Isaac Perez is over, 5 strikeouts in 4 of his last 5 games. Like just stuff like that. Cubs are 10-27 against the spread in the last 37. Like it adds like some pretty cool little value. Really beneficial for my NFL like primetime cheat sheets that I put together. I used Outlier and it was pretty good for that. So anyway, that's where I'm kind of leaning. TJ, Adley and Tatis. I guarantee Tatis is like, once again, that game starts at 9:40, and I know like if I was on like step 10, I'd probably be a little bit different about it or whatever. But it also is supposed to be plus money. Gosh, that's plus 125. I don't know if I can do a plus 125 for Minus 107, like that's not bad. Like, Tatis has been hitting the ball really well, but at what point does he like slow down? And then Bregman down here. Bregman's on a hell of a hit streak. He's minus 210. Honestly, like I need to probably just do Bregman and suck it up. I just like what's bad sometimes in gambling, and I'm certainly a big offender of it, is like being impatient. I would rather have like Adley and Dansby go because they're both 6 o'clock games instead of like having Adley go and then 3 hours later have Bregman go. But the only downside is that Bregman's going against Jordan Hicks, but like Jordan Hicks has been pretty average. I mean, he's been giving up plenty of hits, but I mean, look at Bregman here. Like he's hitting at 65% of his games. He's got a hit against a right-handed pitcher. 70% of his games, away game and a right-handed pitcher, 74%. He's missed just 5 times. In his last 20, he's hit in 15 to 20. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So he's got a 12-game hit streak going on. I definitely don't love playing like crazy like streaks or anything, but I mean we're like way off subject, I feel like, at this point too. We haven't even talked about like official plays, and we've been here for like 16 minutes. But getting in here, where's it at? Fuck. Oh yeah, Astros. I don't think I like. Yeah, minus 270, and they put it together. I think it was like minus 111 or something. It's not quite. My phone's not working worth shit, but I'm pretty sure he's been giving up plenty of hits though. I mean, dude's not going to go out there and pitch a no hitter or anything. So I think Bregman, honestly, and Adley probably 2 pretty good looks. There it goes. So I mean, Jordan Hicks at home. Yeah, I mean, he's got a 2.52 ERA. He's given up 32 hits at home compared to 25 hits, though. So, I mean, he gives up hits. Whose hand is hurt? Bregman? That is true, isn't it? See, there's all these things you got to do, man. But then it's one of those, like, you might just not play. See, I don't know. Anyway, like I got some more research to do. But we'll move on from there. But anyway, like I definitely like Adley. Like I just gotta find another solid. Brian Reynolds was another one that I was looking at. Just he's hit Miles Mikolas pretty hard. I think he's another 270 though. Yeah, see, minus 107. It's not the worst. I mean, I think anything under minus 110 is pretty good for the 10K challenge. It's supposed to be plus 100. But you'll normally, you kind of catch up with it at some point. But honestly, if I was going to play, so 4 games ago, but he's still hitting really good. Yeah. Honestly, if it was 4 games ago, I was thinking he had done it just recently. If it was 4 games ago and he's still getting hits, I feel like Bregman's not a bad one. And then, like I said, like Jordan Hicks has given up 13 hits in his last 2 games. 7 to the Yankees, 6 to Arizona, 2 to the Mets, but Mets are kind of, shaky. Colorado, 3, 7 to the Dodgers, 7 to Colorado. Like he gives up plenty of hits. I looked at Hayes too, Owen, but honestly, like this was kind of gut. Man, Gleyber Torres too is another dude that's on like a hell of a hit streak. I'm probably going to do, if you guys are in the Discord, I mess around a lot with when there's like the boost builder thing on FanDuel. I go through and I pick a hitter from like, the majority of games. If there's like 15 games on the slate, I'll probably pick like 10 of them or something. So, I mean, I can save some of this action, but I mean, Gleyber Torres has been hitting the ball like really well. I mean, he has a 3-game streak, but 9 of his last 10. I mean, 9 of his last 10 away games against a right-handed pitcher, 9 out of 10. If you look at away and versus a right-handed pitcher, I mean, he's on a 10-game hit streak. He's been hitting the ball pretty well. I do not like Skeens today. I honestly don't know if I remember why. Oh, yeah, the Cardinals just don't strike out a lot, to be honest. Cardinals been hitting the ball well, and they're just not striking out a whole lot. Bregman, yeah. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna go with my gut and just stick to this, and then at least I live and die, and I lose by that. So, but okay, guys, I apologize. I feel like we've been talking forever. Let's try to make this last part maybe a little quicker. If you're watching from Twitter, normally I have a set amount of like plays that I'm like, all right, these are the 3 plays, boom, 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 let's go. But today, like I said, sick kid, trying to get some stuff around and everything. So, things are a little weird, kind of just chit chatting right now, to be completely honest. But TJ, you're killing me. What is Gleyber Torres? Because he would be my other one. It's a little better. I'm either going to go Adley and Gleyber, Adley and Bregman, or Adley and... Man, I do like Dansby Swanson, but I just don't like that the odds are like plus 130. Honestly, I think we'll talk about this in a second. I think the Yankees hit Singer pretty well today. Has Torres? This is also nice about it. Like, you can look like Torres has faced. Brady Singer's holding right-handed batters to 0.193 ERA. But I mean, he's hitting righties pretty well at a higher batting average. He's got 2 hits against them in 8 appearances. So really, that's probably like he's 1-4 and 1-4 or something like that. I'll come up with a decision here at some point. It's only step 1. If I was on step like 9, I'd be a little more picky with it. But okay. Anyhow, let's do this here. There's these 4 plays here, and I've been trying to talk myself into Ronel Blanco. We can look at Brady Singer first. And let me just say too, like early up promo, I don't have a direct read for it. None of these games, all these games are going to be pretty tightly contested. I honestly lean probably Nationals, be completely honest. I like to take the away team. Kenta Maeda was hurt. What's up, Paula? He was hurt. And I don't know if he's even like they said he's for sure starting or not, but I know he's been kind of banged up. Mitchell Parker's been solid, and the Nationals have been a pretty good, they've been a pretty good early up team, and the Tigers bats are just not great. We'll talk home runs at the end here, but yes, we'll have a couple home runs. I've just, for some reason, I gotta place my heart for the Cubs. Zach Eflin, has been giving up a pretty decent amount of home runs. I feel that the Cubs early up might not be a bad one either. With Taeyon's not a bad pitcher. So Cubs or Nationals would probably be my favorite. I mean, the Guardians and Reds is probably not a bad game to kind of target either. The Royals are always scrappy. I mean, you got the Brewers minus 102, but this is a rookie pitcher today. Carlos Rodriguez is a rookie pitcher. We don't know what's going to happen. Kikuchi could pitch really well again. Drew Thorpe right here for the White Sox. He's coming from Double-A to the big leagues. He's skipping Triple-A. That does not happen very often. Honestly, Angels over Jordan Montgomery. I think you fade Jordan Montgomery today. Like, he's been bad. So if you wanted a real plus money, I feel like the Angels isn't a bad look. Shoot, the Astros at plus 100. There's some pretty good looks for it today. I'm going to have to definitely make up my mind or whatever. I do like the Astros at plus 100 for the early up promo is just some good value. Ronel Blanco's been pretty solid too. I need to probably go through and see. Let me see if Blanco's 4-0. on 5 starts with the 2.08 ERA away from home. That's a good look. I for whatever reason, I'm a fan of the Astros. I just hate waiting so long. I don't like to play the late games. The Astros may have just become my favorite play for early up. But sometimes I get impatient and I'll be looking at this Nationals. Anyway, like I said, we've been talking a whole lot of stuff. So Brady Singer, under 16 and a half outs going against the Yankees. I got to kind of remember what I seen here. I got these 4 plays. We'll get rid of one of them. We always run 3 plays. I'm pretty sure this dude has been under like all the time, and that's why I liked it. In 2024, he's under this in 7 of 12. If you look at his last, I mean, he came out of the gate pretty hot here, obviously, would normally it's, not that way. Let's see. What was I going to look at? So in his last 10 games, he's under in 7 of 10. Cleveland, hard hitting team in Cleveland. A hard hitting team with the Brewers here. Houston, 15, even against the White. But then he even, had issues against the White Sox, Detroit, Seattle. And then he went over against Toronto, which we know is not the best hitting team. Oakland, he got one over on the Rangers, who have certainly been up and down. I suppose the fear is that at home, he's over this at a pretty decent amount. So in terms of, thanks, Scott. In terms of there's you always look at a bet and then you can look at it from every different angle. You always want to cross-reference, like, what's the away splits, the home splits, what's this day game versus night game versus this versus that. Honestly, I mean, this is a little scary. But if you look at his games just in general here, he probably, let me see something. This might be the throwaway, honestly. Where the hell is the game? What, am I crazy? I think that you just look at the Yankees, and the Yankees are just such a good hitting team. Yeah, I mean, he's got to shoot. He's 4-1 with a 2.16 at home. This is probably the throwaway. I think I was looking also at their bullpen, and I feel no. See, their bullpen's pretty fresh. So, what's up, buddy?
A box treasure.
Yeah. What are you in the closet? Look. Yeah, we can do that after lunch today. Okay.
Let's go to the table.
We will after. Go watch your show. We're almost done. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll have lunch. What's this ad on here? Someone's to do like puzzles. He goes to speech once a week, and then that's over for the summer, and he's just been like begging to do it. So I need to do some like schoolwork stuff with him. What the hell were we talking about? Okay, let's move on from that one. I don't think I like that. Ronel Blanco was the one that I was trying to talk myself into. And mainly though, like there's all kinds of different ways to like kind of get around killing the dad thing. Appreciate you, man. Okay, like we've been on Ronel Blanco. I mean, like the guy's been pretty solid. I think he was at 16 and a half last time out. If you look at him away, he's over this in 5 of 8, but I mean, he tripped at the finish line, I mean, twice, we got an over 17 and a half. I certainly wish it was at 16 and a half. It was at 16 and a half. Obviously his numbers would be like crazy, but if you think about just the way baseball works, you get into the 6th inning, you're at, 1 out into it is 16, 1 out into it 17, another out, or 2 outs, 3 outs is 18. So it's not asking him to go an extra inning. It's just asking him to finish out, that inning or whatever. Um, you look at him, just in general in 2024, like he started out really hot. He was hooked on this 17 against Oakland. He had the substance on his hands or whatever, and he got kicked out of the game. So that one kind of doesn't count. Went 7 full against Oakland, got banged up against, Minnesota. It looks like 95 pitches against Minnesota, 98 pitches against the Cardinals. Cardinals we talk about have not been striking out. They've been pretty solid. The fear is that he's been walking a decent amount of guys. You look at some of these red games right here. He had 2 walks against the Cardinals, 3 against the Twins. I mean, that's probably why he didn't make his outs. Just in terms of just like his pitch count, like where he's been at. I mean, he's steady, high 90s, low 100s. The Giants offense certainly is no crazy world beaters of any sort. Let's go as a team. Hitting last 7 days. What am I doing here? Why does this look weird? Oh, it's under pitching. That's why. So the Giants are in the bottom half of batting average in the last 7 days. So, I mean, they're just pretty average. Last 15 days, they're, the 7th worst. So, I mean, they're not hitting the ball overly well right now. Like, they're not hot or anything like that. We can look at the Giants are at home in this game by chance. I mean, I don't think they have a huge home advantage. Yeah. So, I mean, they're, in the top 10, I guess, in terms of it or whatever. But here's the kicker, though, right here. The bullpen shot. They used 3 arms yesterday. Taylor Scott, that's such a weird way to spell Taylor, by the way. Taylor Scott, thrown 46 pitches in his last 3 days. Presley, 42. Montero, 42. Abreu, 41. Haters, they're closer, so that doesn't really matter. They got injuries. They're banged up. I mean, their bullpen's hurt, guys. Like, they're hurting. Like Scott probably not available. Presley probably available. Abreu probably available. They need him to go deep. So that's where I think that, and look, it's moving in the right direction too, where people are betting it. Ronel Blanco over 17.5 outs is the first play for sure. I think we get away from Brady Singer here, to be completely honest, but let's look at Jordan Montgomery here real quick. Jordan Montgomery, guys, if you haven't seen, he's just been getting killed. I watched the most recent game of his when we were on his over outs, and the guy just got smashed. So I mean, if you're thinking under outs, that might not be a bad. It might not be a bad look. But I think the Arizona bullpen is fresh. So when you're thinking under outs, they did use 5 guys up, 6 guys up on Sunday, but not a lot of pitches. They had a break on Monday. So the majority of these guys should be available to go on Tuesday. So that means that he's going to likely pitch deeper. Even if he's in trouble, he could likely still pitch deeper. Not really, though. Honestly, that's the opposite. The guy's just been getting hit like crazy. We got an over 5.5. It's, a little juice, -130, but I mean, that's certainly not bad. On the year, he's over this in 7 out of 9. At home, he's over this in 4 out of 5. I don't think he faced them one time last year. He gave up 6 hits, so obviously got it. The Angels just hitting lefties really well right now. I don't know. I for some reason on this website you can't do it by by in the last 7 days, but they've got actually not. We don't want to actually look at that. I'd like to be able to sort it by. That's the one thing that kind of sucks. I think props.cash allows you to do it. Does this? You could search by lefties and do the last 7, but they don't let you do it on here. But they've been hitting lefties really well. Man, their batting average even in the last 7. Not a lot of good things line up in terms of the Angels side of things, but I've heard of that Line Mate app, to be honest. I forget. I think I had it downloaded and I just had too many apps. But like I said, I've been watching Jordan Montgomery here because I've been on his outs. Uh, he's given up 7, 10, and 9 in his last 3. I mean, over it very, very easily off his hits. And the Angels are just a team that I feel has been pretty dang scrappy. They haven't really faced them against a lefty, though. I mean, some of these guys are, Nito's hitting 425. He's hitting 425. Adele's 267. Pilar's hitting lefties really well. Ward's hitting lefties really well. So I like that one. That's definitely a good look. And then Tristan McKenzie was the other one I was looking at. Just honestly, just not a big fan of this pitcher. Under outs, I feel, is a little easier to hit than over outs. There's just a lot of things that can happen, to have an under hit than an over. On the year, he's under this number, so we're in the green in 8 out of 12. He's hitting at a 67% clip. What about away? Yeah, away is nothing really to talk about. Who are they facing again? The Reds. So I don't have it pulled up, but anytime a pitcher's going at the Red Stadium's the smallest in the league. It's always great for hitting. You have an increase in run percent, home run chance, everything like that. The Reds been playing some ball recently. The Reds are hitting the ball really well. Your Ellie De La Cruz, your Steers, and everything. India, those guys are coming around. They've all been hitting the ball pretty well. They've scored 2, 4, 3, 8, 12 in their last 5 games. They just took 3 out of 4 against the Cubs, who I think is a pretty good hitting team. They're hitting the ball pretty well. McKenzie's under this in 3 straight games. You look at his pitch count here. They're not letting him go deep at all. He's not going deep. Let's look at the bullpen. So awesome bullpen advantage for us, I think, here too. None of the guys pitched on Monday. We had 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 5 arms go on Sunday, but I mean the top guys threw 15. Avila, may be available. Sam, has thrown 2 in the last 3 days, but I mean after that though, I think they're going to be pretty fresh if he gets in trouble, and especially against the Guardians. Against the Reds bats who have been hitting better here recently. I think it's a pretty good look. He's been under this, and you look at the times that he's gone over against the White Sox twice. Congratulations. The White Sox are the worst team in the league. As I've got, a White Sox hat on, I know about them. The White Sox the worst team in the league. He went 21 against the Astros, which is honestly pretty impressive. And he went 20 against the Twins, who the Twins, pretty up and down. You can see the Twins only scored 2 runs in this game. It was a 3-2 game, and then it was a 3-2 game for the Astros, so there was not a lot of action going on. So not only do we have just a good ballpark here, you have a good advantage with the bullpen. So we're right about on track. We'll talk about home run hitters here in a second. My son, I can hear him on the kitchen table. I think he opened all those puzzles, and they're all going to be together. So luckily, they're all only 4 or 5 pieces apart, between each other. So we're gonna have a lot of puzzles put together here in a second. These are going to be the 3 plays for today. These are going to be the plays that we're going to make official. Like I said, I apologize. This got longer. I don't know if you guys are cool with some of the having the shows like this every once in a while. I think it's maybe beneficial to kind of just see how my thought process works. Like I said, I mean, I don't mind sharing how I do things or whatever, but we're gonna go with Ronel Blanco over 17.5 outs. The bullpen is torn up. They need him to go deep. I am not overly afraid of this Giants lineup. We need him to try to stop some walks here. Let's see how the Giants do with walks. Let's see. So they walked actually a pretty decent amount. 9th most, but I mean, it's certainly not the most. That was another reason that I was interested, honestly, in Brady Singer. Brady Singer still isn't a bad bet. You know, the Yankees walk the most out of any team. Yankees hit the ball really well, but I mean, you just look at Singer's splits at home, and the dude just goes over constantly at home. It's just, I feel Singer under is still probably the right play, but because of some of those like negatives going against it, it just seems like I just don't have a lot to stand on. I mean, it's gut certainly is your primary, but I like to back it up with like stats. So Ronel Blanco over, like the near misses he has, he's at 17. We just need him to go get into the 6, go a full 6. And then you know, that bullpen's pretty torn up and stuff too. Dude, I hope you're not getting all that stuff out right now. We can. Literally maybe 4 more minutes. Okay. Go. I'll be back. he needs me. Jordan Montgomery over 5.5 outs. I mean, he's had like 7+ in his last 3 starts. Over in like I think 4 out of 5 at home, something like that. And then we're gonna go with Tristan McKenzie under 16.5, who has a fresh bullpen behind him. So we have that other factor in it, just like Ronel Blanco, who has a torn up bullpen for him to go over. We have Tristan McKenzie, who has a fresh bullpen behind him and a really good hitter's ballpark where, I mean, a walk and a you know, a home run, you know, could get him certainly in trouble there. So those are the 3 plays we're going to go with. Home run wise, you know, today can be one of those days where we just don't spend a lot of time on it. You know, this is what I had come up with. Cody Bellinger. I closed it. Like, for some reason, I closed it. What did I see? Cody Bellinger's got 2 home runs against Eflin in his career. Eflin's been giving up a pretty decent amount of home runs this year. You got that lefty right-up matchup. You know, Cody's one of those guys that hits home runs against lefties, hits home runs against righties, so I feel good about it. It's in a dome too, so we don't have to worry about weather in a day where like there's some pretty rough weather out there today. Not a lot of good hitting environments. We have David Fry. I talked about it being at the Red Stadium here. He hits lefties really well. Been hitting lefties really well. We got the short field at the Red Stadium. Look, anybody can hit a home run. Like I said, I hit on Jake Berger the other day in a home run lotto. I think that was the day that it was one of the weekend days where I didn't have a show or whatever. He hits lefties really well. I think he's got 8 home runs on the year, something like that. So I mean, he's a pretty average hitter. And then I think we run Jordan back. You know, he hit the ball really well yesterday. He hit that triple yesterday. Seeing the ball really well. So I think running him back for a home run is certainly not a bad idea or whatever. So we'll do that with going to be a plus 17,000. It's a big one. You know, put $5 on it to win at $900, 10 to win $1,800. Obviously it's a lotto, so I mean, it's depending on your bankroll, you certainly do less than that, or more if you got it, more power to you. But I think that's probably it. The little one is it's definitely about time to eat, but I know he's making a mess in the kitchen. I'm nervous to go in there and see what that looks like. But yeah, we're gonna run Ronel Blanco over 17.5, Jordan Montgomery over 5.5 hits, and Tristan McKenzie under 16.5 hits. Cody Bellinger, home runs, David Fry for his home run, and Jordan Alvarez for a home run. If you guys have any questions or anything, go ahead and drop them right now. Today's podcast about the normal, honestly. I mean, most of you guys have dropped off by now. Had some good interaction on Twitter and stuff here too. If you're still watching from Twitter, make sure you come on over to YouTube. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys are on YouTube and stuff there too. That's all I got. Yeah, you can always watch it on the recorded version. And then as a reminder, Yinners here, if I say that right, is he can certainly attest to it. I know he's in the Discord. Some of these plays make it to the Discord. Some of them don't. There are some days where I don't mind dropping plays pretty early, and there's some days where I want to wait until kind of see how things play out. So if you like these plays, you're interested in running them, sure. But Discord plays will be with the notify and like official, like a notification with it or something like that. On a day like today where I got Ronel Blanco, tonight at 9:30. I got Jordan Montgomery tonight. I'm not going to drop a play that starts in 9 hours in the Discord right now. That play is not going to come out until like 6:00, 7:00 or something like that. Likely if I do the early up on the early game, and then, Tristan McKenzie plays pretty early if I went with his under. And then maybe I'm chilling, see how those go. If I hit early, then I come back in on the 9:00 games. And if not, then you guys at least know what I was thinking about running. But the job is for me to not lose 4 units. If I go 0-2, maybe I back off. And the day is just not turning into what I want. Paula's, if you're still in here, any of those home run hitters are going to be good for total bases. And then, like I mentioned, like Adley has been hitting the ball well. We talked about Bregman. We talked about Torres, so on and so forth, so. But all right, yeah, I'm going to get out of here, see what the kid's going on. And if you're in the Discord, I'll get those plays going. And then I'll finalize I think it's going to be Adley and Gleyber Torres, to be completely honest. TJ's got me nervous about Bregman. And then both those games are a little earlier, and Torres was one of those that I just kept looking at too. Outside of Singer does pitch better at home, but I don't know. Try to go in on the 10K challenge. So appreciate you guys. I'm going to close it out. Been here for a minute. And where's my button at? I'll see you guys back. I don't know if you're in here or not still. But reminder, 10:30. I think it was at 10:30 tomorrow. I hope I text my wife because I don't remember. 10:30 tomorrow is my son's doctor's appointment, but it's like in town, so it's not far. So probably like 12:30 for the podcast tomorrow. So, but I'll see you guys tomorrow.